the very first day, God looked around and said, it's way too dark here, let's have some light. So on that very first day, God looked around and said, hey, this is good, hey, this is good, hey, this is good. Hippopotamus and peach, turtles on the beach, cocoa trees and tea leaves, amoeba, beluga, amoeba, beluga. It was the very second day, God looked around and said, it's hard to stand here, let's have some land. So on that very second day, God looked around and said, hey, this is good, hey, this is good, hey, this is good. Hippopotamus and peach, turtles on the beach, cocoa trees and tea leaves, amoeba, beluga, amoeba, beluga. It was the very third day, God looked around and said, I need some green here, let's have some bushes and trees, seaweed in my seas. So on that very third day, God looked around and said, hey, this is good, hey, this is good, hey, this is good. Hippopotamus and peach, turtles on the beach, cocoa trees and tea leaves, amoeba, beluga, amoeba, beluga. It was the very fourth day, God looked around and said, the sky's so empty, let's have a sun and a moon, stars in the sky. So on that very fourth day, God looked around and said, hey, this is good, hey, this is good, hey, this is good. Hippopotamus and peach, turtles on the beach, cocoa trees and tea leaves, amoeba, beluga, amoeba, beluga. It was the very fifth day, God looked around and said, I need some noise here, let's have some critters and swimmers, winged things and beasts. So on that very fifth day, God looked around and said, hey, this is good, hey, this is good, hey, this is good. Hippopotamus and peach, turtles on the beach, cocoa trees and tea leaves, amoeba, beluga, amoeba, beluga. It was the very sixth day, God looked around and said, I'd like to share this, let's have an Adam and Eve, some kids if you please. So on that very sixth day, God looked around and said, hey, this is good, hey, this is good, hey, this is good. Hippopotamus and peach, turtles on the beach, cocoa trees and tea leaves, amoeba, beluga, amoeba, beluga. It was the very seventh day, God looked around and said, I've done a lot here, I'll have a very good rest, maybe a nap. So on that very seventh day, God looked around and said, hey, this is good, hey, this is good, hey, this is good. Hippopotamus and peach, turtles on the beach, cocoa trees and tea leaves, amoeba, beluga, amoeba, beluga. It was the very gazillionth day, God looked around and said, things have run amok here, let's take a look. So on that very gazillionth day, God looked around and said, hey, this is weird, hey, this is weird, hey, this is weird. Hippopotamus went dry, turtles wondering why. Beluga asks for Arctic ice, amoeba's making a finger. Does amoeba have a finger. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of God, as the waters cover the seas, as the waters cover the sea. It was this gazillionth and next day we looked around and said, "Oi! We've made a mess here. This can't be right." So on this gazillionth and next day we looked around and said, "Hey, God said it's good, let's clean it up, we know we should." Hippopotamus and peach, turtles on the beach, cocoa trees and tea leaves, amoeba, beluga, amoeba, beluga. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, this is good, hey, this is good, hey, this is good.